Hello and welcome to WPI TV, the weekly English language program of the Worker-Communist Party of Iran, with its leader Hamid Taqvaee and presented by myself, Patty Debonitas. Welcome, Hamid.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk about today 22nd of Bahman, which falls on the 11th of February in the world, other than Iran. In Iran, it's called the 22nd of Bahman. Yes. It's in 1979. It was the fall of the Shah, the Islamic Revolution's victory date, and it has been celebrated since then. This year, 2010, it seems to be quite a different celebration, because usually we have the state-sponsored demonstration by the government. What can we expect for this year, 22nd of Bahman?
Okay, this year would be, as you said, totally different, because it is other opportunity for people to again go to streets and demonstrate again against Islamic Republic. The same thing that they did 3 weeks ago in Ashura Day, and again 2 months ago and 3 months ago. I mean, in the last 6-7 months, we had at least more than 20 of those sort of demonstrations, those sort of important days for people in one sense and for government as well. And one of them going to be, maybe the most important of them, is going to be the 22nd of Bahman. As you said, it is a ceremony, a celebration of the victory of the revolution against Shah 30 years ago. And for that reason, people are not celebrating, protesting against the Islamic Republic, because they believe that it's going to be this something like what happened 30 years ago might happen, but this time against Ayatollahs, against the Islamic Republic. And that's why everybody, the government, the opposition groups, parties, and masses of people expect to have a very important day on 22nd of Bahman.
It's not just going to be in Iran, it's also many
Everywhere.
Places outside Iran have said in solidarity, they're protesting in solidarity. What is the WPI statement for 22nd of Bahman?
In Iran and abroad, of course, for both of them, in Iran, we think is going to be some sort of more aggressive action by people against the anti-demonstration guards, against the Basijis, as they call it in Iran, against the Pastaran, against the police, against all of those forces that have been shooting people, arresting people, beating people for 7 months now. The first time people did that, I mean, attacked them and didn't let them to do whatever they wanted to, was 1 month ago on 6th of day in our calendar, which is, I don't think, around maybe at the beginning of January. The first day that they did this in the demonstration was this. On that day, the control of the streets was in the hand of people, and not anymore of those anti-demonstration forces. We think the same thing is going to happen, and we call for that. On 22nd of Bahman, we call for, especially we are addressing young people to be prepared for such an attack to the Basijis, to Pastaran, to the police on that day, and try to control the streets. I think on 22nd of Bahman, Tehran and many cities can be and should be in the hand of people, and they should attack some, like the many bases of those guards, those groups, Iranian forces, I mean, government forces, and also some government buildings. I think that sort of thing going to happen, which is mostly like some sort of riot, not just demonstration. Because it's not in that phase revolution anymore. It's not only demonstration, go to street, shout some slogans, and get beaten by armed forces. It's not like that anymore. On 6th of day, what happened was around the statistic of the government itself, that said about 260 people were of their own forces, armed forces, were in hospital for 1 month after that day. That's what people did. And you can imagine there should be much more than that. They just people didn't let them to do anything in the streets. And we had so many video clips of those armed forces that were surrendered by people that couldn't do anything. I think the same thing happens. That was our direction. That was the thing that we said people that on 22nd of Bahman is a day that they should don't let the government control any street and any neighborhood, and people should get full control of the cities. That's one thing. As far as the abroad, in other countries is concerned, we call for demonstration mainly in front of embassies, Iranian embassies, with that main demand of closing those embassies.